Hello again, and thanks for spending part of your Monday here with us. I'm Jessica Nall, and over the past decade, wow, that's a long time, we've featured hundreds of delicious and easy-to-make recipes on our live show. Today, we have another one you can add to the lineup. Our good friend of the show, Chef Tom Shoemaker, is back, ready to walk us through the steps to create his traditional steak Diane paired with asparagus. It's great to see you. We were just giggling about the first time you were in.
It's great to be here. I just love being here with you all.
We love having you. You always make such delightful dishes that are both delicious and healthy. As Cheryl pointed out, there's a lot going on this plate, but all of it pretty good for you.
Well, it is. And steak Diane is one of those dishes that you don't see very often. It's one of the first dishes I made a long time ago when I was in chef school, and put a little twist on it, adding the asparagus.
So what is steak Diane?
Steak Diane really is fillets, and then it's a mixture of spices and herbs, and we've already got in our pan, we've got our scallions, and we have some garlic, and it's in olive oil with a little bit of butter. And what we're gonna finish with, we're gonna make a little sauce that we're gonna put over pasta today, but you really can put it over almost anything, pasta, mashed potatoes, rice, or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know, we're famous for doing everything in one skillet, so what I'm gonna do is try to prepare all this in one skillet.
I love a one-pot wonder.
There we go, and we're gonna add the asparagus right now. The traditional steak Diane really doesn't have asparagus on it, but we're gonna make it with a little twist today, just to add everything.
Asparagus is so delicious, and it's a good bulk. It just fills you up.
It is, and it's nice and colorful, and it really makes everything look attractive on the plates. You know, it's getting close to Valentine's Day, and this is a good, again, used to be on a lot of menus years ago around Valentine's Day in some of the restaurants, and this is a nice Valentine's type of a dish. Yeah, at the community, we have a program that we call Tell Us Our Love Story.
I saw your ribbon. Do I earn a ribbon if I share my love story?
You certainly do. But that's one of the things that we ask our residents when they come to our community is to tell us their love story. What happened, how they met their significant other, and it really, really is a charming little thing. And then we put it on the internet on our website, and and their family members just glow when they see it. And it's all year round, not just at the holidays.
Right.
But this is a good time to bring it up.
A great way to celebrate all year
Wonderful.
long.
So now we're going to turn it over, because I don't know about you, but I like my filet kind of medium rare.
I do.
That's
and
wonderful.
It's cooking up, you know, relatively quickly, but these look pretty thin for a filet.
And what we do, part of the steak Diane too, is you cut the filet into thin slices like we did, and you really have cracked black pepper. And what you do is dip both sides in the black pepper, and adds again to the flavor profile of the entree.
And this is nice too, a great way to cook steak the inside pretty easily.
Oh, it is, inside and outside, but this is really something that you'd want to saute in your pan. We're going to add our mushrooms now.
Okay.
And again, we're going to do everything in one skillet today.
And asparagus went in first because that takes a little longer.
A little longer, that's right. And we're going to add our mushrooms, kind of swirl it around.
Any kind of favorite mushroom, Tom?
And whatever's in season. And mushrooms nowadays are in season all year round. So really, it's whatever you want to put in, whatever flavor you want. And different ones have different flavors. Again, mushrooms really take on the flavor of whatever you're cooking it with. So it's kind of nice. What we're going to do too is add a little citrus. We're going to take a little bit of the lemon and add it. And what that does is brighten it up and brings out the flavor.
And I know a lot of people are looking at that right now and thinking, lemon on steak, how is that? But you mainly got it on the vegetables.
Right, right. And again, we're doing it all in the one skillet. What we're going to add too, because we really don't salt and pepper things heavily, we're going to add a little bit of the Worcestershire sauce, again, to bring out some flavor. And this is going to be part of the sauce. And as we're cooking it down, as you can see, it's just
so good.
Smelling wonderful. We can move over to here. I put this, even though we really didn't put them in the skillet or finish them in the skillet, this is how we're going to prepare them today. Again, it's something that you can use if you have different things in the refrigerator that you want to bring out and just use. That's a good way to use up the leftovers.
So you're talking about using up, maybe if you had some pasta left over.
Exactly, or rice, or making potatoes, which doesn't take long at all. So we're going to make a little bed with the pasta.
You mentioned, you know, we're taking some liberties with the asparagus. It wouldn't be traditional for steak Diane. Is there a certain pairing that is? Is it potatoes or the rice?
The pairing is really with the potatoes and the rice. That's the accompaniment. But we're giving it a little twist, a little healthy angle when we're adding a little bit of the asparagus. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let the fillets rest on the noodles, and we're going to build our sauce.
All right.
And our sauce is pretty unique. We're going to add a little Dijon mustard.
And will that continue cooking just a little bit? It's probably medium rare now.
Right. It will continue for just a moment.
Okay.
We're going to add some of our Dijon mustard, and this is going to be part of our sauce, and we're going to mix it around.
Okay.
And then we'll be finishing it with that brandy.
I saw a little something over here, just a little bit. Why brandy?
Brandy, again, it's a sweet and brings out the flavor of everything. It's a good pairing with accompanying all the goodness that we have now in our pan.
And for our friends who are concerned about incorporating alcohol into the dish, you could omit.
Right, you could omit, and it really burns off most of the alcohol. You don't have to have huge flames that'll catch anything on fire. You just put it in and really it burns down a little bit. We're going to add it right now.
And I would imagine it's a nice balance to the mustard. The mustard might get a little tangy.
It is, and you can see it's making a little sauce here. We don't really call our sauces gravies anymore, but this is making a nice little sauce.
That really thickened up nicely, Tom.
And it really does. You have the butter and you have a little bit of the oil, and then when you add the mustard, it really does thicken nicely.
It's beautiful, and that only takes just a little bit. You just let it cook off a bit.
Right.
And you didn't put the whole, this would be a portion. I guess you're kind of doing a one.
Yeah, we're just doing for one today. And I think you probably use a little bit more than an ounce maybe of the brandy. So it really isn't that much. It's just to bring out the flavor and to finish our meal.
So if you're flying solo and you want to show yourself some love, then this would be a great way to do it, right? You have a
That's right.
We showed you how to do the one size portion. I like it.
Or you can share it if you're both on a little bit of a diet.
Well,
Let's put it
true.
like that.
That's true. If you have chocolate cake afterwards, you know, you're just leaving some room.
And we have plenty of chocolates here.
That's really beautiful. So you've already plated.
Right, and we're just going to pour our sauce right over top. And that really is a finished product. And as you can see, we've gone from really nothing to the finished product in just a little bit of time.
In no time. Thank you so much, Tom.
Well, thank you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
To you, too.
Appreciate it. We're going to do a little quality control, and later on you'll find this recipe on our website by early this afternoon, WTVR.com/VTM. Cheryl, I'm going to bust into my carefully wrapped fork here and do a little quality control.